Well, it finally happened. After a few months of exercising, I have finally tweaked something. Pretty minor injury. I don't even think I would consider it an injury, or it's not even hurt. But I have just done something to my neck here that I can like feel the knot in my neck. And one of the things I've been thinking about is, why did this happen? And what am I doing wrong? Or what could I do to change it? I think this happened because the warm up I do is mainly a lower body warm up. I've had problems in the past with like tight hips, tight hamstrings, and hurting stuff in the lower back. So I've really been concerned with that area, which is great. But in hindsight, that's leaving half of the body out, which is no good. So I'm going to modify my warm up, and I'm going to continue to do the lower body part of my warm up. But I found a link to an upper body warm up by the same guy, which I'll put in the comments below. And I'm going to give that a shot today. I also had, a couple tips on just stretches, people doing some stretches in this area to kind of stretch out the area that's affected. And then I'm going to do a little something from Kelly Starrett where he's using a exercise ball, a lacrosse ball, to kind of just dig into those tissues. So I'm going to do all that today. So we'll give it a shot. The other thing is I've been noticing when I'm doing any kind of overhead movement or forward movement, a little clicking in my left shoulder. And I think, 5, 10 years ago, I would have just tried to ignore that and not do anything about it, and probably leading up to an injury. So instead, I'm going to try to nip this thing in the bud and work on the arm a little bit, the shoulder. So I guess we have officially our first rehab day, mobility day. So here goes. Okay, so I use a couple things for this warm-up. I use a lacrosse ball and either a foam roller, or in my case, I'm using a PVC pipe. And you're going to see what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this on my body to kind of mash up my muscle tissue. What it does is increase the circulation in your muscles, and it's kind of like giving yourself a massage, So you've got a tight spot, you can really work this stuff in, and you'll see in a little bit. I also have this band. I got this one from Rogue Fitness. I think it was like $12, really cheap, and I use it to kind of help me stretch. So I'll show you some of that stuff, and maybe I'll talk you through a little bit of it. So here we go on the upper body warm-up. All right, here I have a band. I'm going to throw it over the top of this pull-up bar. But if you go to like a sporting goods store, you can get something that'll hold it in the top of like a door frame, which is really nice. And I'm just going to try to stretch this pack a little bit. Just kind of get it up there and stretch it out. Here you can do these on a door frame in your house. Just get a good lat stretch going. Alright, for this part I'm using just a PVC pipe. This thing was like $4 at the hardware store. Grab it pretty wide to start. Let's do some shoulder warm-up stuff here. And then I'm just going to start working my way in. Yeah. And it's really warming up my shoulders. I can really feel that. Whew. All right, now we're going to do some Y's to handcuffs. So Y to handcuff. Glutes are gonna be nice and tight, butt's nice and tight. All right, the warm-up is done. My shoulders feel way more warmed up than usual. I'm not hearing any of that clicking. My neck's feeling actually really good, like it's been warmed up. So that's really good. So that's it for this episode. Wes and the Stache are out.